Episode 5 of A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms is the most brutal and emotionally devastating chapter of the season so far. A story of survival, memory, and the true cost of honor. The episode opens moments before the trial by combat. Dunk is visibly unwell, overwhelmed by fear and the weight of what lies ahead. He vomits before the fight can even begin. Egg steadies him, handing him his lance. A quiet reminder that Dunk is no longer alone. A herald prays to the Seven for a fair fight, but mercy is nowhere to be found. As the duel begins, Aerion Targaryen wastes no time. He strikes Dunk down with a mace, knocking him hard to the ground. And as Dunk lies battered, the episode cuts away, not forward, but backward into memory. We are taken into a flashback of Flea Bottom. Two street urchins, a boy and a girl named Rafe, rob fallen knights on a battlefield. Among the bodies, they find one man still alive, only for him to die moments later. The children speak casually of death, hunger, and fear, revealing the cruelty of the world they inhabit. Back in Flea Bottom, the boy is revealed to be a young Dunk. Rafe steals a man's purse, and later, in a basement, the children speak of escaping to the free cities. Dunk wonders aloud if his mother will ever return for him, a quiet, heartbreaking hope that has long since faded. A merchant tells them the price to cross the sea has doubled, crushing that dream. The man they robbed finds them, accompanied by another. He takes back his purse, but as they leave, Rafe secretly steals his knife. The men pursue them. In a moment of shocking violence, one of them cuts Rafe's throat. She collapses into Dunk's arms, dying as he screams helplessly. Dunk is stabbed next. Just as all seems lost, a door bursts open. Sir Arlan of Pennytree appears and kills the attackers. He saves Dunk, not just his life, but his future. The flashback continues as Dunk follows Arlan on his wandering life. Arlan rants, drinks, and sometimes loses his grip on reality, but he speaks to Dunk, teaches him, and gives him something no one ever had before: purpose. The memory fades. Back in the present, the duel rages on. Dunk and Aerion grapple brutally. Dunk is knifed through the hand. His left eye is battered shut. He collapses once more. Aerion declares Dunk dead. The crowd believes it, but Egg does not. Egg cries out for Dunk to get up, and in Dunk's mind, he hears Arlan's voice telling him the same: to rise, to endure, to stand. And Dunk does. Summoning every scrap of strength, Dunk rises and unleashes his fury. He batters Aerion mercilessly until Aerion finally yields. The monster breaks. Dunk calls for the people to kill Aerion, but Aerion, terrified, recants his accusation. The lie is exposed. The victory is hollow. Sir Beesbury has died during the chaos, and the cost of the trial becomes clear. Dunk kneels and pledges his fealty to Prince Baelor Targaryen, the man who believed in justice when no one else would. But tragedy strikes again. Baelor collapses, having suffered a massive head injury. He dies shortly after. Dunk is left horrified, broken by the realization that his survival came at the cost of a truly good man. Episode 5 ends not in triumph, but in grief. Dunk lives, but the price of honor, justice, and knighthood has never been higher. And in A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, this episode reminds us of one brutal truth. Sometimes the greatest victory is